Hi, thanks for visiting my video blog again. Kelly Johnson, eXp Realty here in Indianapolis. And today I'm going to be talking about the interest rates rising and what it can do to your bottom line. Stay tuned. So many clients have been asking me lately if it's still a good time to purchase property. The short answer to that question, obviously there's a lot of parameters within your purchasing power that will affect that particular outcome. But at this point, it's always been determined that it is better to own a home, tax purposes, ownership, equity, things of that nature, above and beyond what it would take to rent a property. Just in a nutshell, at this point, the buyer's lost somewhere between 20% purchasing power. With that being said, is it still a good time to purchase? Absolutely. Why? Because 18 months ago, when we were having highest and best situations across the board and everything was being marked up $40,000, $50,000 above list price, that market has now ceased because of the curbing that our national government has produced in our market and has curbed that inflation at this point. With that being said, the buyer has the opportunity still to purchase a property, which is going to be about 20% less than what they would have purchased a year and a half ago. And with the interest rates being flexible and they're variable, if you will, it is better to purchase at a lower price point, which is fixed, can't move that, and play the game of refinancing in the next 18 to 24 months when those interest rates come back, which will then dramatically affect the payment that you have. Some things to consider when considering a new purchase of a home right now with the interest rates at or around the 8% mark. You may think of your credit score. What is the best thing that you can do to remedy any maybe deficiencies that you have in your credit score? The higher your credit score and the more down payment that you have, the more attractive you are going to be to a bank. That is number one that you can consider. Number two, if by chance the Federal Reserve adjusts their rates at all, or even your lender has great opportunities to take advantage of, you want to be locked in tight with your lender at this point, because they're going to be able to advise you when the best time to lock in your rate is. And typically those rate locks last somewhere between 60 and 90 days. And if they get extended for any reason because of closing, there can be extensions paid for to keep that rate lock in your favor. Number three, also known as discount points, mortgage points are fees you can pay to lower your interest rate. 1 point typically costs 1% of the loan. So on a $200,000 loan, that particular cost to lower the interest rate 1 percentage point may cost you about $2,000. These are great options for first-time home buyers. Depending on your situation, mortgage points might even be a tax-deductible exemption. So just to sum up the conversation, if you have any questions, if you have any concerns concerning mortgage rates, and you need to be educated on what your options truly are, please give me a call. I'm nothing more than an educational resource for you and your family at this time. My direct cell phone is 317-908-9614. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Have a great day.